This is a canvas that came out of the Mountain View that I asked Jane if I could paint over it because I don't think anybody really liked it. So I've taken it right back to sort of this colour, this yellow ochre colour, and then I've painted layers over the top to hide what was underneath. And it's turning into a bit of a seascape. It's meant to be a bit abstract, but it will just be what it will be at the end of the day. So I've nearly finished it actually. I'm just going to do a few, I'm just going to knock some of this back at some of this yellow at the top here, which I think is just a bit, maybe just a little bit too bright. This is acrylic paint. It is a bit like watercolour, but it's a lot thicker. And you can just use it straight out the tube, and then obviously you get a really opaque colour. But you can water it down, and then you get like a glaze, you know. So it's very versatile. I don't usually paint with acrylics. I usually paint with watercolours. But a big canvas like this really needs acrylic. Well, I think so anyway. So you can use it a bit like watercolour and just add water to it. So I'm just knocking back this sort of bit of a sunset thing here, because I just thought it was just a little bit bright. And then I've been using this technique, very clever credit card technique. And what you do is you just dab it in the paint, so you get it on the edge, right on the edge, and then you can make little waves. So you just kind of keep building up the layers. It's got quite a lot of layers of blue, and then I put quite a lot of white over the top. And then these, again, I've used the yellow ochre with this, and I've just sort of dragged it down to create this real abstract sort of sunset, if you like. Bit of violet over here, just to make it a bit more interesting really, because if it's going on a big wall, you need a bit of interest in it. So, and this is supposed to be a little bit of a beach down here, so I might just drag. So really, I mean, anybody can have a go at this kind of thing. You know, just need upcycle, or just go somewhere like the Works and buy a cheap canvas, a box of acrylics, and just, I mean, you don't even need that's not a professional paintbrush, you know. And you've got these, and you've got these, so there's no excuse.
So, you've been doing art for many, many years.
Yeah, probably about 35 years. I took watercolour classes many years ago, and then I gave it up for a little while because obviously the kids were, you know, we were busy with kids and that, you just don't have time. But then when we moved here, I took it up again and I started going to classes at the yacht club. And then from there, I just carried on really. And then because I wasn't working, I thought, oh well, I'll stick a few on sort of eBay and see what happens. And so now I'm not on eBay anymore, but I've got a little Amazon shop and a little Etsy shop, so I just sell the prints. And that's what I do basically. I do like personalised prints for people, and then when I get a chance to have a bit of fun and do something that I really want to do, I'd love to do just big canvases and, you know, have a big studio somewhere and splash paint everywhere, but you know, you can't have everything. You never know. So yeah, so that's it really. You just sort of carry on until you think it's finished. The secret a lot of the time is to not do too much, because you can ruin it by doing too much. And sometimes you need to walk away, come back the next day, see how it's dried. Because the trouble now is, if you keep going back into it, you will spoil it, because you'll pick the paint off. And then you go, didn't want to do that. So, yeah, but as I say, I mean, you know, it's a good hobby, because while you're doing that, you're not thinking about anything else. You're just completely absorbed. I love it. I love the beach when it's really bleak in the winter and there's nobody there, just me and the dog, even though it's pouring with rain, and it's still beautiful, you know. But yeah, I mean, how could you not get inspiration around here? I do like this kind of idea of if someone's got a canvas they don't like.
It's a great idea. Upcycle them.
Perhaps turn it into something they do like. You don't need any real special kind of brushes, just small. I mean, that's just a normal paintbrush at B&Q, but I mean, obviously these come in all shapes and sizes. So you could just use these. And then, you know, an old credit card. And that's it. I mean, I have even used in the past emulsion paint. It's just water-based. Yeah, it's just stuff that goes on the walls. Because, I mean, you can get them in just every colour you could ever possibly want.
Great.
I mean, I could stick a bit of that on there, but I'm not sure I want to put that really dark blue on there.
No.
I think people get a bit, oh, you know, art is very kind of, you've got to have all this expensive equipment and I can't possibly do it. Well, you can, because you just need a few match pots and a canvas and you can get them anywhere now. So I just think everybody should just have a go, really.